We are in Hambach Forest and Tempest, and yeah, this is a forest that has a I don't know, billions of euros worth of coal beneath it, and people want to dig it out. Maybe they will do it, maybe they won't. We will see.
And we are right now, well, we climbed up your house, which is, I would guess, like 20 meters up in the tree.
Yeah, it seems like that to you because you're not used to climbing. This is 13 meters. Actually, like before the eviction, the record was 30 meters.
It's kind of a really like a tangible position when you live here. I guess it's like a, what is it that you have to fear?
Well, I guess most people would fear their names being associated publicly with being here. We should make it as hard as possible to keep each individual's identity as as hard to find out as possible, because there are some people that really need to keep their anonymity.
How else do you protect yourselves? Is it like by keeping anonymous, or do you also have different other methods? I
mean, my philosophy is that once eviction is here, like there is nothing that's stopping it, except like if Greta Thunberg came into the forest or something, you know, like I don't know. I guess the only other movement in Germany right now that can be mobilized to protect this forest is Fridays for Future. That's why, you know, this person coming would actually help. But yeah, we will see. Like
But I guess you also like you get a lot of support also from, I don't know, outside groups, or do you feel like you get supported?
I do, like especially like like people that I have connections with. Like I have a person near that lives in Morschenich that I can just go to this house and like stay there, and you know.
What is the aim of the houses or of the activism, and what are the methods? Is it building the houses, or do you go on strikes?
I don't know. Like there are some things that some people do that are kind of unmentionable, I guess, because yeah. But I guess like this is like a place that you do direct actions from. It's not just a place where you sit on a tree. You can occupy a digger, or I don't know, like or you can go block a cruise ship or whatever. Like you can. This is like a place where you meet people that are interested in doing direct actions, and not just like let's chill on the trees and smoke some weed. No.
How would you describe the aim of it?
Aim of which thing specifically?
Maybe your own vision. Why do you do this activism? Why are you part of it?
This specific thing. I mean, the underlying connection, I guess, that I share with a lot of people is that I have a vision that the future is fucked up, and I kind of feel like I should do something right now, because whatever I do in the future will not matter anyway. The damage will be done. But if I do something right now, even though I know that it's a losing cause, I would at least maybe feel a bit like, you know, my conscience is more clear than others.
And actually, the forest is gonna stay, right? So
we'll see. It says that the Coal Commission finds it desirable that Hambach Forest stays. It doesn't say that. First of all, the Coal Commission thing is not legally binding, so nothing is on paper yet, and yeah, we will see.
What do you think is gonna happen?
I think that the mine is going to be shut down by the 2023.
And what do you think is going to happen if let's say it's going to happen like that, and the coal is going to close at 23? What do you think is going to happen to the area?
Which area?
The Hambach Forest, and in big scale maybe the whole coal area.
I think the way it goes is that the coal commission's thingy was that the first 3 years of the coal exit, the 1/4 of the lignite production is cut, I think, and in this area it would mean equivalent of either Gatzweiler or here roughly, and my opinion is that they would shut down here, and then the rest of the mines start closing down like right at the end. So that would mean then they could dig Gatzweiler in then to the ground and like just empty them out and destroy Hambach and Kukum and other villages that are in danger. Just between us, I don't care about the villages, but I care about the coal a lot. And here is the thing. By saying that we are exiting the coal by 2038, Germany is actually declaring that we are not going to meet the Paris climate goals, and nobody cares.
But I think it feels like to me that there's really a public awareness, actually, and it's pushing more and more, and there's Fridays for Future and that kind of stuff.
I don't know, I really give zero fucks, to be honest, when somebody says, oh, we don't have enough renewable energy if we cut down coal, what are we going to do? Fuck off, just to introduce a quota system for each household and industry that is using electricity, and just reduce how much you're using. You don't be a fucking baby, grow up, you know? I don't understand. Just reduce everything you're doing, 25%, stop plugging all your devices all the time, and
So do you think it's going to be the answer, actually, to have renewable energy? Replace coal by renewable?
Yeah, but, if you actually were, willing, you could actually exit coal in a couple of years, not in the 15 years. You can introduce a quota system. The quota system actually does work. There is not that much coal energy anymore. Renewables actually exceeded coal, I think, recently. So, whatever.
So the best case scenario, in your opinion, would be that we stop by 20, or we stop right now, maybe, to use coal?
My opinion, there is no best case scenario in fact. But here's the thing, the real polluters are of course the industry, but there is no how to say, government that's actually going to hold them accountable. They literally are not accountable for the damage that they do to the environment. It's just whenever I hear somebody talking about jobs, to justify something not happening, I'm just this person is lying. The motivation is just something else.
Yeah. What would you tell a mine worker, a simple mine worker from the coal mine?
They're not simple. They're people. I've been into the mine. I know what they do. They're 3 workers in each mining digger, and that are operating it, and there are some people on the ground looking if the digger is moving. There's not that much jobs in the mine. There are a lot of machines, but not many people taking care of them.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of people sitting behind, not actually working inside the mine. Mm-hmm. But indeed, I think it's not so many compared to, for example, with black coal.
It's been so long since I heard this argument that people's health are in danger or something it. The message just got diluted out, and now it's all about climate justice now. Obviously, look at it. It's in biggest hole in Europe, and with lignite all the way in the bottom, and of course it's gonna spread out to the environment and damage people's health.
So you feel it's somehow like poisonous by opening the ground?
I think so.
Hmm.
I mean, I did get I don't know, my asthma got like worse, and I had to like start using this inhaler after a long time of not doing so.
Yeah. How would you aim to spread more awareness, like for the whole topic of like using too much energy? Actually, do you think just by by doing this already you set a standpoint, or do you have other methods to reaching out to people and saying like, hey, you should just like cut down?
I don't know, like I used to think that I could change other people, but I don't think I can. I can just change myself, and you know, I mean, I live quite minimalistically here, to be honest, and I would say that just try to live minimalistically yourself. Like you cannot like.
And what keeps you from like? Because I feel sometimes this way of Ohnmacht, like anything you do is actually so bad. Like if you go by train somewhere already, you use energy, or like you buy something on Amazon, obviously that's really bad, and like everything has implications. And this sometimes gives me the feeling that nothing I do matters, and I think a lot of people have that. But like, are you so consistent in like your way of living?
I think like just being aware of your consuming habits like is really important. Like you know, I used to like follow like discounts in like I don't know Amazon or Steam, which is like a gaming website or whatever, and like that just made me consume so much more than I did.
Do you think it's really connected, energy use and consumerism?
Yeah, of course. I mean, everything you buy has to be made by using energy, like and transported, and the 20% or something of CO2 emissions comes from transportation.
Do you remember the first time that you were confronted with the topic of lignite mining?
I guess here. And when I came here, it was like I was so out of it, you know, like
And what did you think when you first time looked down into the big hole?
I thought it's gonna be exciting when I slide down this like hill, because like it's like a hill, but like you can slide down. It's really fun. Yeah.
Maybe we should turn the whole mine into like a big fun park. Would you have a vision what to do with a big hole? Like, would you prefer closing it?
I mean, well, RW is just gonna say that they cannot manipulate the hole in any way after they're closing the mine. But of course it's a lie. RW, nobody moves dirt like RW. Like it's their business, and I feel really nervous actually, because like they are digging so close to the forest, and like they're gonna dig around the forest as well, here and there, and it's gonna be like a island. And I don't know, like I don't know enough about mechanics or statics to know, but like maybe some parts of the forest can fall inside. I don't know. It would be interesting, maybe. I mean, the treehouses falling wouldn't be nice, but like, yeah, maybe it ends up that the stuff started growing inside. Maybe it kind of cross-seminates into the mine.
So you would prefer if it would just grow back to forest?
The mine?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's never gonna filled with dirt completely, I don't think. Ideally, I would like the bottom layer to be covered with dirt, though, because it looks really toxic. It's like basically like lignite or at the bottom completely, and it's really disgusting. Yeah, but it's carbon that has been hidden and locked and safe underneath the earth, and now we expose it and burn it. And yeah, there are consequences to what we do.
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know. I think every time you use the material, you're supporting this industry. So, however nice you seem, there has to be some evil part of you as well. Maybe you can plant it a tree on top. It might be actually good material for
What would you do with it?
I don't know. Like put it, dig it somewhere and put an oak nut from Hambi on top of it, somewhere away from here. Might be a nice idea.
Maybe you have an opinion on renewable energy that you want to share.
Of course, they have to. The use has to increase, but my idea is that we really need to ramp up how much storage capacity we have in our grids, and we should introduce smart grids into the system so we can use it more efficiently. I think it should be subsidized instead of brown coal. It's crazy that we're actually funding what destroys us